morning, everyone. Welcome to your Monday morning espresso shot. Hope you're doing wonderful today. So let us begin with the first part of this program. So let us begin to place awareness in the area of the heart. Let's take slow, deep breaths and visualize these flowing in and out of your heart. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. And just take these gentle, deep breaths in. Draw them slowly and gently, flowing into your heart very deeply, exhaling very deeply and very gently. See if you can exhale even more, inhale even more. Make it a little bit more deeper than you normally would. Place your awareness just outside your body, maybe an inch or two outside your body, and take these slow, deep breaths as you visualize them flowing in and out of your heart. And just have an awareness of the energy field surrounding your body, and just sense it a few inches just outside your entire body. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today on your Monday morning Espresso shot and yet another installment of our ongoing program. Today, the topic is gender neutral concept. I want to share with you a bit more about this and something that came up with a friend of mine when we chatted about this. There's a hot debate going on around individuals who wish to be gender neutral or referred to as gender neutral. And I got to thinking about what would prompt an individual to want to feel this way. And of course, there are individuals on both sides of the camp. On one side of the camp, the individuals will say, well, they just want to be different. They just want to be showy. They just want to, crave attention. On the other side, people are saying, this is an individual's right to feel that they do not need to be referred to as a he or a she and to use a gender neutral pronoun. I've known a few parents who are going through this with their children right now. So it got me thinking a bit. And I explored this from a different perspective, and I want to share that perspective with you. And that perspective is this, that the idea of gender neutrality has been around since humans set foot on Earth. And I reflected upon this and I realized that this is the case. As a matter of fact, we all know and accept, or most of us do, that God is gender neutral. We refer to God as He because we do not want to disrespect the universe and call God an it. And so we refer to as thee or he. And you'll notice that there are some that will refer to God as she. Just because they want to establish a more of a parity among the universe's spiritual forces. So I think about that and I say, well, God is the first gender neutral concept we've ever come across. How about angels? When we look at angels, some of us refer to angels as a he and she, as in masculine and feminine, but really angels are androgynous. They are gender neutral. It's energy. So now the question becomes, what's happening to us as human beings right now when we have some parts of the population emerge and saying that I want to be gender neutral. I want to be considered gender neutral. And so how do we reconcile that? Well, the interesting part is that when a human being begins the awakening process allows us to take a look at everything that we know about life, everything that we have actually learned and created a belief system around. And we look at life through that lens. So when we think of God from a perspective of somebody who's more powerful and perhaps separated from us. There are others who are awakening to the fact that God is within us. And if you are awakening to the fact and you are actually embodying it, see, awakening to the fact that God is within us needs to be embodied. And there are individuals who say, I believe God is within us, but they haven't experienced the God within us. And those are two different things. You have to actually experience it. And you've experienced it is when you cannot put it into words. When you experience something mystical, you cannot put it into words. That is when you know that there's a greater, deeper knowing, and you've now embodied what has been conceptually established in your mind. And what that embodiment looks like is, if I am one with God and God is androgynous, God does not have a gender, I feel I do not have a gender because I am beginning to experience God in this way. And to us, we're not making judgment on people with want to be referred to as gender neutral, but what we want to do is bring a different perspective on this and say, is that something that we can live with when individuals begin to experience gender neutrality? Are they experiencing a little bit more richer, deeper understanding of their Creator? And I want to leave you with that particular thought today. Happy to take questions at the end of our program. But for now, can we accept the possibility that people who are experiencing this notion of gender neutrality and they want to be called in a gender neutral pronoun, that we respect them. And it may just be that they're doing this because their friends are doing it, but that's immaterial. We should understand that the concept of gender neutrality has been around since humans stepped foot on Earth. All right, so let us begin the next phase of this program. I hope that was helpful. And let us do the quick coherence technique. And let's place our awareness in the area of the heart. Take slow, deep breaths. Visualize these flowing in and out of your heart. And see if you can take breaths that are even deeper than you normally would. Just draw them in deeper as long as they're comfortable for you. More deeper. Excellent. And now begin to experience a regenerative emotion such as love, appreciation, peace, gratitude. Just draw those breaths in and just experience these breaths flowing in and out of your heart. And just experience gratitude, love. Just connect with the universe around you and see if you can sense, be aware of the light body that is just beyond your body and surrounding your body and is part of your body. Sense that. Keeping that awareness in the area of the heart, draw these gentle deep breaths in and just sense what's beyond you, just a few inches beyond you. Just sense the auric field. And experience the joy, the compassion, the gratitude. And invite that into your heart as you take those slow, deep, gentle breaths. And as you exhale, exhale slowly. Exhale as deeply as you inhale. Take it a little deeper. Now see if you can ask Spirit to give you a little bit more elevated emotions. Just ask for it. Open your heart to feeling a little bit more intensity of gratitude, of joy, compassion. Wonderful. Thank you so much for participating today on your Monday morning espresso shot. And I'm happy to take on any questions if you have any. And so while I'm waiting for questions to roll in, just wanted to let you know that the 3 pillars for a profound mystical experience, the replay is available now. So just sign into your membership portal if you're an Ignite member, and you can access this replay anytime you want to do that. All right. And announcing the next one is on Saturday, June 15th from 9 to 10 a.m. And it's about harmonizing and anchoring star energies. And this is the talk I am going to give, a form of it anyways. I'm going to give in Mount Shasta. So you'll get to see it first. All right. So if you are able to join me live, great. If not, the replay will be posted after. I also wanted to let you know that I'm working on a new one, vision board and affirmation videos, but for now, you can access these. All right, and if you are going to come to Mount Shasta with me, let me know, and I'll make sure I keep an eye out for you on June 28th to July 1st with our Cryon family members there, and the same thing with the Mayan Convergence. If you're going to be there in Mexico in December, would love to see you there. All right, time for question and answers. The first one was Lou and Will. Thank you. Lou and Will have said that this was a fascinating talk. Glad you found it useful. Thank you so much. Anne has said, beautiful concept. Thank you, Shamir. It brought to mind the concept of know thyself and I am. Yes, thank you so much. It is a very existential question. And the more we are beginning to connect with the Divine Spirit, the more we're becoming aware of the Divine Spirit, the more we are on this path, we are beginning to reconcile what our inner wisdom is telling us and what our outer belief has been with us, and we are forced to bring the two together and reconcile them. And this is the part of awakening, is to shed our limited beliefs of the universe and begin to enrich ourselves. And we will get to a point where we cannot articulate what we experience, and that is the mystical moment when you cannot articulate and all you can say is I felt so much love, and that's all you can say. That is a mystical concept, and you have experienced something grand. So thank you so much for those comments. I don't see any more comments coming through, so I will say thank you so much for joining me today, and I appreciate you taking the time to join me Mondays, and I look forward to the next one. And I see Anne's added another line, and then you cry. Yes, that is a release. That is a beautiful release. And when you can shed tears and you feel amazing inside, there is no greater emotion that can touch you in that way. And that is Spirit saying, we are here. We love you. Thank you so much for joining me again. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.